Hello everyone, welcome to Sundray SCWA training. This is the session 2 for flow control. Uh, this one we have the two parts of the flow control reduction and its configuration and the usage. This is the background of this flow control. We know that more and more devices and terminals to connect our network, but our bandwidth is limited. So to improve the usage efficiency about the bandwidth, we need to have this flow control. So flow control is very important. They can give the like a higher priority for our key service. So we need to have the policy. We need to have the control policy based on the application. We give the different kind of service flow, different priority. So do the for the flow control, for this our controller to achieve the traffic optimization, we have two ways. First one is bandwidth limitation policy. This one already learned in the rule assignment. We can buy this rule. But another one is the flow control channels. Let's think how does it works. It like in our controller, it will have a line and we have the channels, and for the different service we assign the different channels. For the key service we give the key channels high, the channel with higher priority or with a guaranteed service, guaranteed bandwidth. For the datas, they arrive in our controller. Our controller can, based on its destination IP address, its group, its application, let them to be forward in the different channels. So first is the control flow control system manages based on the channel. And for this channel, we need to learn the lie, because this lie for the our bandwidth, for example, the bandwidth is from ISP is connected to interface 1. But is there interface 1 total bandwidth 15 Mbps? So we consider this one as a lie or one lie. So for this one lie, we can divide it into the different channels. So these channels we can have a different policy and different priority. For the channel, we have two type of channel. One is a short channel, one is limited channel. Well, short channel is like for the specific applications or group of these mm, group of users, a group of users, we give the warranted bandwidth, a guaranteed bandwidth. Like for example, for this service, we give it 10 Mbps. That's mean when there has network congestion. Yeah, so that the traffic for this user group for this application have a higher priority. We give this 10 Mbps to this user application first. A limited channel is like for the some bandwidth consumption applications, for example, the YouTube, right, and the Facebook. This kind of the applications, their bandwidth consuming, but they're not important for our business in the office, so we can give their limited bandwidth. For the flow control, we have the three elements. One is limited and assured channels, and also the application object, and then is application users. So here for the configuration, first we can configure in the wired and a live bandwidth. In live bandwidth, we can buy the line with interface, and then in each line we can set its bandwidth. And then we can configure the channels in the flow control, this category. We can configure the channels, limited channels and assured channels. And for this, and also after that, we can configure the applicable objects. So which object we will use this channel, limited or assured channels. We can like choose the application we use, we choose the client we use, So this is the terms regarding this flow control. First one is a lie, right? This is the interface. We configure the interface with the bandwidth we get from this network, and uh, channels we have the parent level, sub channel, sub channels, because it's like for example, I give you example is like a channel one. This channel we created in the line. For the line, for one line, we divide it to the three channel, and then this three channel, each three channel can divide it to another sub channels. So yeah, the the heat the heat rules is from the top to the bottom. First time they hit the parent channel, and then they go to the parent channel to hit the sub channels like that. Yeah, we have a short channel, limited channel, we have the explain, and also have the default channel. For this one, if you use a flow control, if you haven't do any configuration before, as long as you open this one, it will have the default channel. So defaultly, all the traffic will go to the default channels if you enable this function. And also, of course, priority from the top to the business, from the top to the bottom. And also we have the max bandwidth per IP and the fair bandwidth assignment among clients. Let's think that one by one. This is the match rules from the top to the bottom. If we have the multiple bandwidth channels, and also we have this low bandwidth usage threshold. Remember, we have a limited channel. So for the limited channels, we have the dynamic expansion function. I give example that we have the policy for the Facebook and YouTube. The limited bandwidth is only 10 Mbps. But in the network idle time, how can judge the network is in idle? Right? That's me. The usage, yeah, the usage is like lesser than the 90%, lesser than the later than the 70%. We can consider this network is in idle, and we can allow the application of the Facebook, the YouTube, going to go get more than 10 Mbps. So this is dynamic. And then we just check a low to extend its maximum threshold when network is not busy. So that the configuration in here is the reference for the controller to judge if this network is busy or not. And also we can configure the high bandwidth usage threshold. So if the usage threshold is over 95%, our controller will give the higher priority. It's like they know that they will have the congestion, so they will give the priority to the guaranteed channels. And also can restrain inbound P2P package loss, because we know that for the P2P download, if you upload faster, and the download will also be the faster. So for our controller, we can restrict the upload of the P2P package. In this way, we can suppress the download stream. And also we can close the channels. For example, we have the one line. We have we have ISP one. This connect to the interface one. The interface one we configure it to the line one. And then in the future we got the line two. That we got another ISP. We connect the interface two, and we configure this interface at line two. So we have the channels, and we can call all the channels to these new lines. And here's we have exclusion policy. What's the meaning of this one? The exclusion policy that for the specific application group, applications or destination IP group, we will not let them go into this flow control policy. So they will the traffic from those application or destination IP address, they will not be forward. They will be forward without any restriction or guarantee. Yeah, default routing for this one, the maximum speed that it takes. This is a limited channel. This is a limited first. This is a limited channel, and it occupies all the batteries. So we no need to do any change about this. Setting. If you want to do that, you can configure single IAP maximum flow rate limit. So in the standards, you can see the in the standard traffic ranking, you can see the users' real-time online behaviors about what traffic, what applications, what is the traffics. You can see this if we enable this application control, not application flow control policy, and also if we want to use this flow control, make sure our database for the application and the URL signature is enabled. This is we need first we need license, right? After we have license, we need to enable this function in the service centers. And also we can do the flow control in the bridge mode. That's me, right? Because all the traffic in the tunnel mode is easy, you can do it. But in the bridge mode, the traffic not going to the controller. We still can do the flow control. Remember the before we learned the we can enable the DNS control based on DNS control in the rules. That's another that is the way we can copy the traffic from the AP the bridge mode to the controller. So in this flow in the bridge mode for the flow control, it's based on the rule. First, we need to create a rule, and for the rule, uh, we have to configure the bandwidth control policy. This is based on this control policy. You can consider this bandwidth control policy is a line for that AP. For that user, for example, for each user, the bandwidth limitation is 10 Mbps, right? 10 Mbps. So after 10 Mbps, we connect it to our AP. We use a speed test. The maximum speed is 10 Mbps. And then for this 10 Mbps, you want to give the higher priority for some applications. For some applications, the application like uh, the application like this YouTube, Facebook, they are not allowed to over 5 Mbps. So you can have this flow control policy. You can have this yeah, you can have this configuration. You can add the channel, but please note that this channel is limited channel. That's me. For the flow control in the bridge mode, we can do the access control flow control based on the application, but only in the limited ways. We cannot guarantee the email to be the bandwidth for the email application to be 4 Mbps in the bridge. We cannot do that. That's the limitation of the bridge mode. Okay, so this part is for the flow control. Thank you.